if ever I go to, when I go traveling again to wherever, I'll have that and be able to live stream, and people's like, oh, like what's here? Like I can look. I don't have to look at chat to see if someone wants to do whatever.
Yeah, how does this work?
So like, here's this. You can like, so that's the thing right there. So then you can just spin it around or whatever. No, you can just like click like, yeah, exactly.
That's so sick.
Mm-hmm.
The quality is really good.
And it's decent too, like it might not be as good on there, but when you upload it and you can watch in like 14/ whatever. Piper, come if you want, buddy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1440. Yeah.
Where's Piper?
He's over there.
Okay.
He's like, open the door, but I don't want to come in.
This is pretty cool.
Yo, it's truly very live, yeah. Even this one's live too. Yo, bro, this one is actually crazy. Where did they even go? This one.
Are these the new things you got?
Yeah. So this one is cool because you can have it set up sort of same way, but it has hand gesture features. So let me go to the photo mode or whatever. So then if I want to be like, oh, hey, haha, cheese, and then I just go like this. Or, sorry, it has to like recognize it. So I think it's because of the lighting.
But you can do things with your hands.
Yeah, what the hell? Come on, man. Okay.
Jeez.
It's just because I think there's so many things like blocking it, but even still, it's pretty decent with it. And then the other hand gesture for like starting a video is, it's kind of jokes. It's a half Heil Hitler. Let's see. And then it starts recording, and then you're like, oh, cool. But yeah, it's recording right now.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. And then the audio's proper. I have a separate like mic adapter. I actually don't know where that is. It fell out somewhere. I gotta find that. Is that it? No, that's not it.
Don't something new, maybe it was an Apple thing, like had little
hand
features?
A cool the VR thing?
I think you're talking about that AI pin thing? Is that what you're talking about? Or there's a device
I just remember seeing like people doing like weird shit with their hands and it was controlling something.
Oh no, so it's recording, so to stop recording you gotta do the Heil.
Oh yeah, so I paused it.
Oh, and that's cool too, so let's say if you're recording and you wanna like have like a, I know, you're like, okay, and we'll be right back and check in thing. And then you can go like this, and then the video, okay, so you can either stop the video completely, or you can push this button and it pauses it. And then you can like unpause it, and then, okay, and we're back. And then it'll continue on, and you don't have to go on later and merge the clips. It already merged it for you.
Right.
And it has like if you're doing, I don't know, adventurous things, it has an AI tool that like can clip out highlights from that. And you can share those highlights if you wanted. And it goes based on, I don't know the exact metrics, but I think based on like most action or whatever it detects. And yeah, you can't live stream with this one, which is kind of stupid, but this one is, so I was looking at the GoPro, I think it's like the Go Hero or whatever, the latest one that came out. This one, and there's another one I've never heard of, so I'm like, okay, not that one. But this one just had many features that the other one didn't. Like, the guy, like, of all things, he's like, guys, I just can't get over this flip screen. I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
That is a game changer.
No, it is pretty. It is very live. Everything happens. So
it's so exciting to me how it's changed the game.
Because
like a normal GoPro, like the normal GoPro,
you can't see what you're filming. So you can be like, oh, is this a good angle or is this a good whatever? Well, I can't. Yeah. So yeah.
Game changed.
And
I thought you were gonna like make fun of him how he was just hyping this up, but it's
no, he hyped it up like throughout the 19-minute video, like you could just tell from near the start. He's like, the way he was so infatuated. Like, bro, did you make love to this freaking device afterwards? Like, why are you speaking like this?
He uses it to watch himself jerk off, which is the most arousing.
He watches an infinite loop.
And the slow mo was actually very proper too. Here, slow mo. Okay, slow mo. So then, do some fast ass shit or whatever. Go action! Go faster, do whatever. Yeah, do anything.
Oh shit.
Like, or do whatever, just move your hands so... Okay, so let's see then. And then stop. And then... So this was I think it's like... It's fucking cold.
Oh,
But But it's nice and fluid. It's
Yeah,
like,
and
so, and the stabilizer
yo,
too.
I was just gonna say the stabilization.
Yeah. So what I want to do is, and what you can do too is like with your cat or whatever. Okay, cool, jumping to. That's what I do when I get set. I'm just gonna like make a bunch of videos in slow mo and fucking hopefully get those to whatever views and whatnot. Oh yeah, that is. Oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah. See?
Oh shoot. Wow.
Oh. It's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, it's very live.
Yeah, I discovered this like travel vlogger guy yesterday.
Mm.
And like, you know,
Which country?
This guy went like to every country in between like Ireland all the way to Japan, and went to like in a line. He went to like every country in between.
Oh.
And it was really crazy because like I've watched a lot of travel vlogs and they're cool and like it's like a good way to pass the time or whatever. But like this guy's videos were fucking crazy. Like he just got into these crazy situations in every country because like.
What
race is
crazy how? Yeah.
It's actually like fucked. Like
yeah, when you think,
all right, here I just shot the mayor of this town, and I'm in trial, guys. Stay tuned.
We can throw it on, like if you like, because like okay, it's like most people are like obviously like they have their guard really high, and like if anything seems weird or sketchy or anything, they're just gonna like kind of like not allow that to progress any further. Most people try.
Oh yeah.
Most
You're like you're on high alert.
You're on high alert, and like they don't want to get. Nobody wants to get scammed. Nobody wants to get like harmed. So like if they suspect anything weird or anything, they'll kind of like nip it in the butt like right away, kind of, right? Yeah. But this guy kind of like.
Oh shit! I do it.
Yeah, exactly. But he's not like retarded, but like he's he's not like aloof.
Yo, idiot. Oh yeah, I hear you.
He's not aloof, but he's okay at spotting like scammers and stuff. But he kind of just like allows things to happen.
Sometimes just to see what. Yeah, why not? Like okay, sure.
A little bit, and he gets in crazy situations. Like
I really want to see at least one of these.
There's one that was particularly crazy where like he was in Iraq and he ended up
screaming along.
This man like bought him a suit and was like, yeah, you're gonna meet with like the deputy like finance minister, blah blah blah, and like
he's like, why? You're about to meet the president of our country. Like
it's like just a crazy story. And then like another one was like he's in like Myanmar. And I guess everyone there is friggin' an alcoholic, pretty much.
Is it Myanmar or Myanmar? I feel like it's Myanmar. Yeah, never mind. I don't think I've ever tried saying that out loud. That's why.
Yeah, Myanmar, I think. But like they also go by Burma. Burma's the old name.
Oh, Burmese! I like that name better. What the
heck? They still
Myanmar.
For the country, they call it Myanmar, but for the people, they say.
Oh, okay, that's live. That's live. I rate it.
Like Persian thing?
Yeah.
Wow, true actually. Although. Oh yes, yeah.
Like Iran and Persians, yeah.
Yeah, true actually. Yeah, I'm not Iranian. Yeah, no one says that.
No, but some people do say Iranian as well. But I think most.
I feel like I've never like come like in. I think maybe I've read it, but I don't think I've ever.
Yeah.
It's just I'm Persian.
Like
and then that's why I'm like, oh, you're from Persia. It's like no, I'm like, oh, Iran. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, was she?
She was Persian. / Iranian.
Wait, who's this person? Oh, the vlogger?
No.
Oh,
you would have,
brother. Yeah, I freaking met her. She was Lindsay's best friend or whatever. Freaking Lindsay the. The freaking football, the footballer who's now dating or married to. I don't know. I remember just her partner being like in the most goofy outfit, like with suspenders or something at one point. I was like,
Do you follow them on like Instagram or something like that?
No, this was like when we were like 18 or 19. I don't know whenever we went to the friggin' thing.
Oh, geez.
But she was a lesbian back then.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. Now she is, but I mean maybe when she first became one, like.
Right.
So I don't know how young we were. I honestly don't remember this time period, but like when she first became one, I
feel
remember.
like she became a lesbian, openly a lesbian, like immediately after university. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know.
Because I feel like I had some of them on my like list. I was like, oh, okay, I still have this Facebook, and I still like, okay, I had Nusha and all these people when I come and visit or whatever. So then, but I feel like it was during that time too. Nusha started some like, oh, hey guys, News on the streets or whatever freaking thing she started. No, she started with something
not
like.
quite there yet.
Yeah.
I remember that. People used to send that.
Yeah.
I'm almost there.
I'm not quite there yet. It was very early.
Almost
I
there,
remember
girlies.
being like, oh my god, this is perfect. There's like this blonde chick who plays the same position as me in rugby. We'll just be like, match made in heaven. Like, very early on.
What is it?
No sparks.
Was your vagina? Was it nice enough?
She's like, so gross.
She comes up to me, bro, if you had a vag, you'd be perfect.
I would go in right now. Slaps your bottom on the way up. Fetch me a beer.
There was a dude, a vlogger in Korea, amongst a lot of like foreign Korean personalities who like made it there, just seemed, especially when we were in Korea, we're like, oh man, we would love to have these lives. Like some of them go on like talk shows, even if they have like pretty shit Korean, because they're just like, like personality.
감사합니다. Oh!
But there's one dude who just made it, and he basically longboarded around Korea
Brother,
with a GoPro
Yo,
stick, and his videos would just be like nothing, like truly random. Sometimes he'd get into like zany situations. He did speak Korean fluently, so that was huge.
Oh, okay, I rated it even more.
But his name in Korean was Wiguk Namja, which is just foreign guy. And he would go eat, he'd do like food, he would do cultural things, he would do hikes. And then this guy he made it.
No, that's actually what I want to do. When my legs healed and I'm back in Vancouver, so I have a chest rig for this, so I can at least have 180 degrees. So I don't want people just like grilling my face. Although the top 180 you could probably see a little bit, but like, or maybe I'll have the stick because you don't see the stick when you hold it out in front of you. But I'm gonna do the same thing, just like nightly like skateboards or whatever. Or if I'm in another country, the same thing, because people will watch. Like people are so bored.
There's a snowboarding guy who does. I don't know if the stick for your so you're saying
That is the stick as well.
Oh
yeah. Here, look.
Oh, for this one. Okay.
Yeah, but they have a different stick. But this is a stick / tripod, so I got this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I meant for the other camera, for that small one.
For this one?
For that one.
Oh, look, brother.
Oh, they're all like compatible with each other and stuff?
Yeah, so it's magnet, and then you can lock it in, so it's like.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
Is it like so if you're holding the stick and you record it like takes out the stick?
Yeah, you don't see. So yeah, here I'll show you.
I've
even
seen that on the GoPro. I didn't know.
Look, and then here. Actually, let me unplug it.
And then it does some AI shit to get rid of the stick, pretty much, right? Like.
So I think.
This is actually like very crazy.
Brother, get one on Boxing Day, like actually, because the thing is too for you when you're doing. If you were to live stream, brother, like set it up on your counter. It's I think it's a little bit delayed or whatever.
So I think it doesn't know where my arm. Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So and also too, you can.
Oh wow.
See. And let me get out of the light a little bit. Hang on a second.
So what is it doing with my hand? So it's pretty much chopping off my hand. In this angle.
Oh, you can zoom in it? That's sick. That's crazy. I didn't realize.
That's pretty sick, though. Yeah, this is very crazy.
Yeah, hundo. And the quality is actually truly, truly live.
I feel like this will make it a lot easier for you to record. I feel like you should just keep this on while you're doing your
everything. I'm gonna
clothing stuff. Right?
Yeah, that's why I got it. But all my equipment's out in BC.
Yeah.
So
what equipment is it again?
So I have a heat press, my sewing machines. Although I have like 5 sewing machines, I have 2 here. But I mean like, what? I could have sewn here for sure, but it's just like, okay, I might be leaving tomorrow, I might be leaving the next day. So I never got into rhythm or whatever. But so the heat press sewing machine, a lot of like fabric and whatnot, and then I feel like I have a couple more things there. I have a serger there, and so a serger is like a tool that you use to so you see the inside of jeans.
Oh wow! How's your ankle, by the way?
It's alright, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
So this finishing is what a serger does. So it cuts off the excess material and then leaves a finish. So for the inside of jeans or like literally any sort of lining, like this was done by a serger. Yeah. Otherwise they just leave it like two flaps and then the excess material. So you want to just have a nice finish. So just leave a nice finish.
So this pretty much ends like the stitches and cuts.
Yeah, exactly. So if you use it for so I could have these two pieces together or whatever. If I were to stitch it normally, there'd be like this little like excess flap. But if I stitch with that, it would cut off any excess. And then so it could be if you cut out your pattern pieces, typically you'd have like uneven parts, but then it would just make it all perfectly and then finished as well. However you were doing it.
Sure.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Where is it all stored? At Jay's?
It's at Jane's house right now, and then I have a bunch of things in storage in my storage locker. So, truly everything that I would like to start with. And these cameras right here, and I'm like, okay, cool, I could start, but I just simply don't want to start here. There's no like I was thinking of even doing it here. I'm probably going to actually force myself to do some sewing, so I want to bring some things for Tara. But at the same time too, I'm not going to get like seriously into sewing things or try and get into a routine and whatnot, because I'm not going to be here too much longer. But
are you gonna so are you set on like moving back?
yeah, 1,000,000,000%, a trillion.
Maybe half a trillion.
I
was trying to give you some comfort.
Jeez.
And like if it
the Jan Feb.
if I hadn't met Tara, I would probably consider it, to be honest.
Tara?
This G I've been talking to for a little bit now.
How would it reach?
Huh? No. And also, it's like, the thing is too, what I don't like about being here is just, and what I've learned recently, because when I was here before, I wouldn't pay attention to how long it took to get places, because like I didn't drive when I was here, and I'd just be at places or just chill with people. And I think I left, much before everyone scattered, and now coming back and realizing, like no one's in Saga, maybe like besides Dennis or whatever, and if I want to go see more than one person at a time, or at any point in time, it's like, okay, cool, like I'll do Hamilton today, and then I'll do this today. I'm like, God, why? And everyone has their like, lives established and whatever, and it's like, and if there was a point of like, okay, cool, we chill every whatever, if it was like organized and we knew that would be neat, but at the same time too, it's like, I don't want to chill, like I like chilling and it's nice, and especially like this more so than like a big group chilling, and that's merry and nice because it doesn't happen often, but at the same time too, just personally, I want to just accomplish the things that I've been wanting to for so long and that I'm able to like focus in on now, because prior to that I'm like, okay, I'll do this idea and then I'll start it and then like, this, but now I can like, I can quiet my thoughts and like keep myself on track. Well, like now let me get back to the things that I've been meaning to do and things that are, I've tried to like evaluate what's most important to me, and I've like narrowed the list down. So I'm like, okay, cool. And I was showing Shane actually the sort of like 4 categories that I'm trying to separate things into.
This thing here?
Which, which are just like.
Should we get food, by the way?
Oh yeah, we could do that. I'm down.
I'm not pushing for it, I'm just reminding you.
Yeah, no, I'm down. So, like physical or whatever, mental, financial, and spiritual. So, mental would be just one thing in particular that kind of has to happen before I do anything else with mental is I've got to complete the speed reading course, because then that'll shave off, even if it shaved off 10% of the time that I read all the material, cool, then I saved that much time. And then the 2 languages. So what I was realizing with Farsi is, because yesterday I had a lesson where it was like, so in Farsi, if you want to say like, for instance, or when you're speaking to someone, you have to
Farsi
first
is
Persian,
right?
yeah. So you would say like, let's say if you want,
it's like Iranian, right?
Yeah. So then, the word order, if you were to say like, how are you, for instance, if you're saying it formally, you would need to say, like, you, how are you? So it would be shoma. Shoma means you. So I'm like, it's sort of just a formality that happens in this.
It's like halfway up my ass. So funny.
That's
What is
jokes.
this like stabbing me in the ass?
Surprise!
Sorry, go ahead. The shoma?
So shoma would be you, like formally, and then chatur is like how, and then so you are, saying you are would be hastid. So the whole thing would be like shoma chatur hastid. So how are you? But like the word order, like the shoma part does not exist in English. It's just, hey, I'm like, if I was speaking to your mom, so in English, the equivalent to like a sign of respect would be like, oh, hi, Mrs. Shaban. Like I would never call her first name, you know?
Yeah. And that it's a different. There's a different word for you for a respectful.
Yeah,
name, right?
exactly. And so many languages have that, and I love that because
French
it
has
should
that,
be.
You know, okay, so Urdu has that too, and French has it as well. And in those languages, the formal or like respectful version of you is actually the same word for the plural.
Yeah,
of
vous.
you. Yeah, vous.
Yeah. Which is weird, but it's like, okay, cool. And so same within Farsi.
Shoma also means you plural.
No. I forget what it is exactly because so far I've only just been doing it in like spare time and not writing anything yet. So, but it was recently that I was made aware where if you're speaking to someone formally, it is. So it is shoma to one person, but if you're speaking to like a bunch of people, I believe it's like, if you were to say that same sentence, it's like, how are you all? It's just understood as that.
Yeah,
So just like kind of like comment, like sa, like comment vous or whatever, like. But I don't know. It's not really the same actually. I don't know why I brought that up.
No. I think the all thing is. So you're saying the all is implied, right? Like
yeah. If you were to say, depending on how you're saying it. So if you're saying it, who you're saying
so
it to.
It's the same as in English. It's actually also like for the plural in English. It's weird because it's you, but like in conversation we say like you guys or you all to indicate that we're talking about the plural because like.
But not in more of a brackets type thing where it's like you all. It's just like kind of like, oh, you could say it, but like if you're just like, oh, how are you, like.
Yeah,
but I get you. Yeah. No, exactly.
I'd say that I rarely see people. I wouldn't be like, you want to get food. Like I think I'd more likely be like, do you guys? I feel like intuitively.
True. Actually,
most people you guys because like it's just in our conversation, but theoretically we could say like. Do you want to? I could say, do you want to get food? And I mean, like, both of you guys want to get food.
People just got time.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, my neck! Oh my gosh! No, and
unintuitive, like to have the same word and no difference between like.
Yeah, and the thing I like about other languages is that like you can drop a lot of things and a lot of things are just understood. Whereas in English, like you have to be very specific and things are taken quite literally because that's how English is, and you need to be careful with the words you use. But with other languages, you say this thing and it encompasses sort of a few different meanings, but you have a general understanding and and it's like, okay, in this situation it's clearly this version of this, you know what I mean? You can tell by my tone or whatever, the inflection. So it's it's just
they I think they operate, which I like, on there's a normal default for things and you only specify when it breaks from the default. Like, and the Korean example is like, if you just said go, like let's go, you just be like go, and everyone knows like what else could it mean? Word. Omar and I go, like I would then specify, but it's kind of like let's all go, like we're all here, like okay, iko, like simply Japanese, you'd be like okay, iko, and then that would mean like let's all go. But also a lot of times the ending denotes who's being spoken to.
So in Farsi, that's the same thing too. The word hastid is you are, but if I was saying it informally, it would be hasti. Or if I'm saying I am or I am, well, if I'm speaking about myself, it's hastam. So the ending, I could say so hub hastam would be I am good. But I didn't say the I part. I dropped the I because I didn't need to, because I'm speaking about me based on the ending of the last word.
Right.
And the verbs go at the end, which is similar to Japanese because, and I was noticing while learning it, I'm like, yo, bro, like, a lot of the sentence structure is just like Japanese. And and obviously I didn't get, well, it's not obvious, you guys wouldn't know, but I didn't get too far into Japanese because I was like, okay, cool, I'll do it eventually, whatever. But I was able to have something click for me or sink in because I understood it in Japanese. I'm like, oh, it's just like this. And I have a lot of those moments with French where I'm like, oh, okay, cool. It's just like how French is this and it's like this and just that's just how it is. But I think languages get a lot easier to learn when you come across something like, oh, I just don't get it. Like, why? I get the rule and why. But it's like, dude, like, it's just not English. It's its own separate language that has rules that it has to adhere to, and you don't bend them at all, and they won't bend or sway to the rules of English.
English is actually one where it's like a language of like exceptions and
yeah. I feel like like the word.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess that's not good. But like calm and like yes.
But it's like. Yeah, I think
I'm glad though I learned English first. I think English as a second language would be the hardest thing. Unless I don't know. I actually don't know because I haven't experienced it. So I cannot say.
I think it would be. I think it would be difficult as a second. Like.
But depending on what, like, if you had French and then you learned English, like it might not be because like it's the same sort of categories. Like they're both romantic languages or whatever. So right. I think if you went from like Russian or a different systems, like, oh wow, we say our verbs at the end. It's much harder because you're so, okay, I just translate the direct translation, and then you think, oh, let me try building sentences in my head. But it's like, no, you
learn, I remember when we were both like taught how to teach English and taught a little bit of Korean, they made that distinction of like subject, verb, object, which is like the I am whatever, versus the Japanese and Korean subject, object, verb, which is I apple eat, like
yeah.
And like it's usually unintuitive to switch because your ear is trained to like hang on different parts of the sentence. So we hang on like the middle of the sentence for the verb, whereas when you're listening in other languages that have verb at the end, you're hanging for
until the last part of the sentence. Like, oh, now I know, because right now until you say that, like it could be
you don't know,
yeah. Which is nicer because you're forced to like be more engaged with the person, so you don't trail off and midway through the sentence, oh, you said this, I'm done. You're like, wait, what?
Anywho.